Halloween today, it's all about costumes and candy, but its origins are much darker. Ever wonder where this spooky holiday really came from? Our story begins over 2,000 years ago with the ancient Celts in what's now Ireland, the UK and northern France. For them, October 31st marked Samhain, pronounced as Samhain, the end of the harvest and the start of winter. The Celts believed that on this night, the boundary between the living and the dead blurred. Spirits could walk among the living, and not all of them were friendly. To protect themselves, they lit massive bonfires, burned crops, and even dressed in animal skins to disguise themselves. It wasn't a costume, it was survival. Then, the Christian church spread to Celtic lands and decided to adopt Samhain. By the 9th century, they'd turned it into All Hallows' Eve, or Halloween, a time to remember the saints and pray for lost souls. But the traditions stayed. People continued to dress up, and they added something new. They started going door to door, offering prayers in exchange for treats. Sound familiar? Yep, it's the origin of trick-or-treating. Now, here's where things get really creepy. Forget pumpkins. Back then, they carved terrifying faces into turnips to scare off spirits. But when Halloween made its way to America, people switched to pumpkins, and jack-o'-lanterns were born. As Halloween evolved in America, it became less about spirits and more about community. By the 1920s, kids were throwing Halloween parties and trick-or-treating spread. But underneath it all, there's still that spooky ancient tradition of disguises and magic. So this Halloween, when you're in costume or carving a jack-o'-lantern, remember, you're part of a 2,000-year-old tradition to ward off spirits, celebrate the dead, and welcome the unknown, if you dare.